Hey, hi. Yeah, welcome to this class again. We're going to do continue from where we stopped. Last class we talked about normal distribution. We have talked about seaborne models, and we use it in normal distribution. So, but to this class, I just want to do a special class, like a kind of with a little bit of time to just give a difference because we're going to be dealing with different distributions, statistical distributions where we use our numpy package to work on those distributions. Now we are going to deal with two words that's very common or popular in statistics or in data science, data analysis. One of them is discrete data. So I'm going to talk about discrete data just to clarify the difference and what it implies. Discrete data, the other one is continuous data. So I'm going to talk about that. Now, this is very crucial because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff like different distributions in the future classes. So we're going to be doing, we've done normal distribution. So we're going to do binomial distributions. We're going to also do Poisson distributions. And, when we say binomial, talking about two kind of options like that. Okay, so Poisson distribution is going to be there. We have uniform distribution, then we have logistic distribution, multinomial distribution, exponential distribution, chi-square distribution, relay distribution, Pareto distribution, and zip distribution. So we're going to do those ones in our upcoming class. So after finishing this stuff, they'll move to another aspect of numpy. So these are the things we're going to do. But meanwhile, because of this stuff we're going to do, we need to just clarify some terms so that you will not find anything difficult. Now I want to talk about discrete data and continuous data. So that's what I want to talk about now. So when we say discrete data, what do we mean by discrete data? So when we're talking about discrete data, we're talking about data that is like countable, like whole number. I would like to just use a simple term, whole number data. Like if we're talking about number of persons now in a place or in a class. So you're not going to say there are 3.5 or 3.5 persons. You say there are 3 persons, 4 persons, okay, 8 persons, like that. So these this kind of data is called discrete data. Discrete data is just whole number, dealing with no whole number. You're not talking about decimal or fractional number. So that is what discrete value or discrete data implies. So another example, let's assume that the number of cars in the park, you can have 3.5 cars or 5.5 cars. Then also like that, so number of cars and you understand, so they are countable numbers, our countable data is called discrete data. I believe you understand what I'm saying. So then the other one is continuous data. So we're going to look at what continuous data is. Now the data that can vary, like is the opposite of discrete data. Like it's fractional. It could involve fractional or decimal. Like if you're talking about the height of somebody now, or height of a person, so it can be, let's assume that it's 1.7 meter. So you can see that 1.7 can be 1.8, can be 1, can be 9, can be 9 points, or 9.5, or 9 quarter, 9 3/4, like that. So this kind of data, they comes from like measurement that you're trying to measure something. So it's not going to be like a kind of a whole stuff. It could range from whole number to decimal number or fractional value alongside with the whole number. So that is called continuous data or continuous value. Okay, now we're talking about the height of somebody. You're also talking about temperature, for instance. Temperature of a place can be 36.6 or 35.7. You understand? So and then the weight of an object. You understand? So that is continuous data. That's continuous data. Also, for the price of something now could be let's say 37 and $37.50. So those things are they are continuous data. So in a nutshell, now we can now say discrete data is just simply countable or whole numbers. You understand? Then continuous data, they are measurable values or measurable data. For instance, they are fractional or decimal, or like something that you can weigh in a scale, for instance weight. So these are continuous data. So that's what I want to just um, I want to clear out that in that terms so that we proceed to the next phase. So thank you very much and do have a nice day. I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Thank you.